Hey, what's going on, everyone? New World Order Survival Guy. Um, I want to get in some little late news. Everybody probably by now has heard of the American airline, American Eagle airliner that had crashed into the Blackhawk helicopter. They're saying that it's FAA is to blame. Um, I don't know, man. 64 deaths on the airliner, 60 passengers, 4 crew members, along with 3 service members on the Black Hawk helicopter. That is some shit, man. This all happened in Arlington, Washington, near Pentagon, White House, Capitol Building. And they're both sitting in the Potomac River right now. They're trying to recover the bodies and the aircraft. That is crazy. That is crazy. Tell you something about psychiatric issues and shit with these people that are in the control center of the FAA. I don't know, man. Trump is supposedly distraught about it, and he's, whatever. But my heart goes out to all that was affected. Terrible tragedy. It's just we haven't had one of those in a very long time. I remember when I was a kid, living in Lakewood, California, the Cerritos, California airplane crash where an airliner jet crashed into a small aircraft. And, seeing the planes coming down, went over there on our bikes. It was terrible. But yeah, it ain't no joke, man. That just sucks, man, for something like that to happen. Yeah, it was American Airline, flight 53. What was it? 5342. So I don't know what's gonna come of that. I mean, that's just a sad thing to happen, man. I mean, I guess that plane was coming from Wichita, Kansas, heading to Reagan Airport. So, that sucks for that, man. Just want to bring that up. I'm sure everybody's already heard before. I just got off work a little bit ago, so I heard it. I'm like, damn, man, I gotta say something about that. That's a lot of people that were killed in that crash. Moving on. Second Amendment news. Last term, Donald Trump, supposedly Second Amendment supporter, enforcing the rights to bear arms. But when he got in office, it was nothing but. He came up with these red flag laws, proudly said, take guns first, due process later. So anybody can accuse anybody of being a danger or anything. It doesn't matter. It's government. They would love to set up an option just to come and swipe your guns because of some program that they set up, and you have all these snitch bitches all around that just don't like you for whatever reason. Come and take your firearms. The law enforcement agents will come and take your firearms because of a reported incident that can completely not even be true. And they're not even going to really investigate or anything. They're going to take it first. And the story's been out that you don't even get them guns back. On rare occasions, you may. But the norm and the regular, you're not getting them guns back. So, that is a bad news for the Second Amendment. Of course, it's a little old, but you got Attorney General Pam Bondi that's been speaking and saying that she's pro Second Amendment, but we all knew beforehand when Trump hired her on that she's anything but pro. She's anti. She was a attorney general for Florida before her current position now. And that's what she proved. That's why so many pro-Second Amendment citizens were like, no, what the hell? Trump knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. She's continuing on the shit he was saying that was anti. She is all for red flag laws. She's all for no guns for anybody under 21. And a bunch of other shit. She's attorney general in Florida. And she was a nasty thing over there for the Second Amendment. You can't just think Trump is walking a line of stupidity where he's just choosing these characters and he has no idea who he is. Either he's incompetent on who his selections are to put in these certain positions, which he's not. He's choosing them for a specific reason. He knows what he's doing. So don't believe for a second that he's incompetent in his job by picking these idiots. Oh, bad move, Trump. Oh, no, no. Fucking Trump knows who these people are. He knows what their stance are on everything. And he doesn't care. He just making a selection of people to go along with his leadership under the New World Order. That's what he's doing. So, I mean, I live in Colorado, as some of you may know. Colorado, we're going through a big shit right now by them trying to ban assault weapons and then some. I mean, they don't want. They do want everything to be fixed magazines and just for starters until it's never enough. It's never enough. Their ultimate goal is to take away all our Second Amendment rights. They don't want us to defend ourselves. That's the ultimate goal of these globalists via these domestic government. So it's coming. They're just spoon feeding, little of this, little of that, and then once they get this, they can weasel into this and that, and they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. So, meanwhile, when people are getting brainwashed and thinking that Trump is in it for the people, he's sly-handedly disintegrating and setting up for your rights to be disintegrated. Just watch. Just watch. You know, some of you, just like me, I could read them like a fucking book. Just like his last term, he had on top guys for the Rothschild banking cartel run our economy, run the treasury. He knows he's a multi-billionaire from New York. He's in with all them people. He knows what he's doing. He's not stupid. He's not, you know, it's just his followers are just making excuses. Well, he didn't know. Well, you know, yeah, okay. Keep telling yourself that to the bitter end. He is an intelligent card that they're playing against us. You have to put out some good things. You have to put out some stuff that the people want to hear, that everybody is craving to hear in order for him to be successful in what he's doing. Like Biden and Kamala, they're just rogue with their shit. And so all the constitutionalist lovers were like, no. Trump is playing basically the same card, but he's doing it in a slick way. And he's giving us back some of the rights, or at least he's flapping his gums about it, that was taken away from us from these rogue politicians that were in there before. They're all globalists. They all work together and they work for the same cause, which is the New World Order. It's just a game that they're playing against us. And you get a lot of people that are falling into Trump's bullshit. I mean, Trump is doing some damn Antichrist shit, man. He's playing into your minds. So, I mean, it goes deeper than that. It's all this shit that he's talking about with the, like he's gonna reveal us secrets and who killed JFK, Robert Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, he's trying to, you know, bring his enemies in closer. You just have to be alert on this freaking trickster, man. You're going to see, it's all going to come to light. He spends all this money on this AI shit, which AI is a total destruction of our individuality, our sovereignty as citizens. What America is known for and what makes America great is our sovereignty amongst being an individual. We're supposed to be free here. AI is complete opposite. And he's sitting there saying, oh, AI is good because of this, and that. But he ain't saying shit about the downfall of what's already coordinated and pre-planned. It's a pretext to take away our rights and liberties. Period. It's all a trick. It's all a game. Trump is a fucking New World Order freaking puppet. That's all he is. Don't let him sweet talk you into backing up his unconstitutional rhetoric, don't let him do that to you. Keep one eye on him at all times. You're going to see. You are going to see. Meanwhile, Trump is talking about abolishing income tax. Well, shit. I would love that. Is it really going to happen? I don't know. We'll just see. But there's always some underlying thing with anything they do. So, I don't know. He wants to put tariffs in place, which is External Revenue Service, basically IRS for these other countries, and it'll outweigh far more than what we would do for income tax. Now, we didn't start getting income tax till 1913 when the Federal Reserve took over our country. They took over our country. I believe it's like December 24th, 1913. And that's when we start getting the Social Security and all this bullshit, and we start getting taxed heavily. It was they started something like in the 1800s, and then it stopped, and then it's supposedly they created the income tax to fund these wars, because we're supposedly out of national funds to fund these wars. And then in World War I, they keep doing that. They keep on using these world wars that they created for no apparent. I mean, look, we went to World War II, and then go against Germany and all that bullshit. But then there's Operation Paperclip, where we got all them Nazi scientists and Hitler. We got him out of Germany, where ultimately Hitler lived the rest of his life, Argentina, where he died at 80 something, I believe. It was all a gimmick. World War II was about the Khazarians taking over Israel. That's what World War II is about, as well as establishing a foothold on a new world order. The Khazarians, I mean, you see these Adam Sandler and all this, and their pale white skin. That's not what the Middle Easterns look like. They're darker skinned. They're Arabs. They're Middle Eastern. Those are Khazarians from the Khazarian bloodline. Those ain't the true Jews. So, everything is a trick. They had control of history because they had control of the internet. They had control of the libraries. They have the real information on what's really going on, and they're keeping that at bay from all of us. Unless you know where to look, where to do your homework. But you better do it quick, because that's eroding by the minute. They don't want you to know the real history of anything. That's why in schools and history, they lie. For an example, Christopher Columbus discovered America. He, Mayflower and all that. He's never been to America. He has never been to the United States of America. He ran slaves from all over the world. Closest he been to United States is the Caribbean and South America. Look it up. That information is still out there. Christopher Columbus never stepped 1 foot in the United States of America. He's never been here. He's never seen it. That's just one of many lies. They lie about everything. So, anyways, tariffs, Canada, it's supposed to happen tonight. That's what's going on in the news right now. That $175 billion tariff is going to be set to Canada. $300 billion tariff is going to be put on Mexico. As soon as tonight. They didn't specify China, which is another country, as of supposedly going to happen tonight. China, Trump said, well, we're going to smack it down on China, but he never specified how much because of all the fentanyl. We supposedly have 200,000 Americans die a year of fentanyl or something based and laced with fentanyl. So we're going to see if that really happens. But them countries, I mean, you think Mexico can take a $300 billion slap? I mean, I get being fair and shit like that, and I really ain't got an opinion on it because I don't know enough about it to go ahead and speculate on what's right or not. I mean, if that money's coming back to us, everybody should pay their fair share and shit like that. But with Trump and with any politician, there's always some underlying bullshit, some trickster shit that's happening. I don't know what that is yet, but you got so many people sitting here waiting with their eyes open, just waiting, expecting, digging for his shit. So we're gonna see what that is. Canada, I mean, they're already on the verge of collapse. Canada is literally collapsing. And with this, it's going to drop them. Is their only option is to relinquish themselves to the United States of America, to Trump, and the United States take over somehow, some way? I don't know. But this is on a fast-paced roll. So we're about to see what's actually cracking with that. Trump is on a roll, man. But he's up to no good. Just the other day, he had over a 3-hour meeting with Bill Gates. Talking about all kinds of shit. They had over a 3-hour meeting at a dinner. And supposedly Trump loved his ideas. You gonna love fucking Bill Gates' ideas? Are you shitting me? Not to mention these interactions and meetings and assemblies and shit that Trump's been attending with World Economic Forum. With George Soros, too. He's been having these low-key meetings with all these scumbags, with all these New World Order based freaking people that are hell-bent on destroying American sovereignty. He selects crooked people. He has secret meetings with these crooked people. These groups. Shit's gonna roll down, man, is all I'm saying. We need to reorganize our thought process, if you haven't already, and have a self-defense mechanism planted in your brain that, don't let your brain get saturated with this stupid shit. As far as what Trump tells you what's good and what's not, because he's fooling you. So it's just kind of, there's so much more shit too. It just goes on and on. I haven't been really saying everything that goes on in the news, because I think it's just a bunch of hype. It's just a bunch of fear-mongering shit. It's a bunch of misinformation that comes out. So I'm not going to reiterate those type of things that are happening. It's just a waste of time. So that's basically it for tonight. Prayers go out to the victims and the families of that airline crash with the Blackhawk helicopter. That's a horrific event, man. I feel sorry for them. It does sound fishy how it happened, though. But I'm going to hold off to comment. Well, I mean, I don't know what happened, but it just sounds fishy. And when something's fishy, there's something else going on. Always. But I'm not going to comment on what that may be, because I really don't know. I'm just listening. That's why I waited, a shitload of hours to even mention this, because I was just waiting for some information to come out. It's going to take probably weeks for any viable information to start coming out on anything. So, but, all right. Please like, share, subscribe. New World Order Survival Guy. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night.